Hey guys, this is Coach Marco Robert. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. Today I want to talk about something that is very, very dear to my heart. How to actually get more customers during and after this COVID-19 2020 crisis. So what I want to be talking about right now is how to actually generate more customers during or after the COVID-19 crisis, right? So if you're watching this, maybe you own a business and you're like, okay, hey, this crisis has taken a lot of market shares away from me. How do I actually regain those market shares? How do I get those customers to come back and patronize and, engage with my business a little bit more? Now, guys, step by step, the process is very simple. It's a 5-step process. Number one, you need to understand who your customer is. You really need to dig in and have a clear understanding of who is your customer. And I'm going to give you a funny story here. Let's say you are a wedding dress designer. Who would be your typical customer, right? Probably be girls between the age of 22 and 40, right? Women between the age of 22 and 40 who have been with their boyfriend / fiance for over a year and they're getting ready to get married, right? Maybe you could redefine their demographics by saying they make between $60,000 and $200,000 a year, right? Maybe you could define their geography by saying they live let's say your store is in Scottsdale, Arizona. You say, they live within 20 miles of Scottsdale, Arizona. Maybe you can define what's called their psychographics, right? And you could say they're the type of women who actually like designer outfits, okay? Or you could say, no, they're the type of women who are very, very conservative. They're either Mormon or Catholic, and they're not necessarily into this designer aspect. They're more into they want a conservative dress, right? It could be your demographic. So you need to understand the demographics, the niche, the geography. You need to understand the psychographics. You need to define who these people are very well. Okay? Why? Because you need to understand where you're going to spend your time, your money, and your dollars to actually attract these people. If you're trying to sell dresses to women who are very, very fashion inclined and women who actually want to spend tens of thousands of dollars for their wedding dresses, you're going to advertise at a different place than if you're trying to sell, average wedding dresses to 22-year-old girls who just graduated and who make, $60,000 a year. You understand? So it's very important that you define that niche very, very clearly, because it gives you kind of a direction of, where and how you're going to promote your business. But that doesn't restrict you to only to this market. Imagine that, a guy like my cameraman, right? The guy's about 6'2", he's kind of a tough guy, and he walks into your store and he says, "I want a wedding dress." And you're like, for who? For me. Okay, that's kind of weird, but sure. How soon do you want it? Right now, I want a wedding dress. Okay, all right. So you take his measurements and you make him a dress. Right? It's kind of stupid, but because what are the chances that a man is going to walk into a wedding dress store and actually start ordering it? It's probably not going to happen. So you don't want to spend dollars, time, money, or efforts trying to attract my cameraman to actually, to sell him a dress. You want to spend your money in the market that you want to go. But if somebody else from a different market comes in and they want a dress, sell them a dress. My point is this. You can sell to anybody you want, but your marketing efforts need to be funneled. Make sense? So that's step 1, define the niche. Step 2, once you have the niche, what is the pain inherent to this? What is the pain inherent to being a 28-year-old bride who lives in Scottsdale, Arizona? What is the pain? What is the problems? What are the problems? Well, maybe one of the problems is maybe she doesn't have the money to pay for the dress, right? So if that could be a problem. Maybe another problem is maybe she doesn't like the way she looks. Maybe she feels like maybe she needs to lose a little bit of weight. Okay, so those are problems that I'm assuming a lot of women in their 20s have when they're actually getting ready to get married and buying for a dress, right? Maybe they don't feel that comfortable. They want to make sure that on that day they look perfect, right? And maybe they don't feel very comfortable in their body right now. Maybe the money issue is a big deal, right? I mean, because this wedding is going to cost a lot of money. That dress is one of the most expensive things that they're going to spend for the wedding. So you need to put yourself in their shoes. Feel their pain. Number 3, what do they secretly yearn for? Right? What is it that they want more than anything else? Maybe something that they want beyond what they know they can afford, beyond what they think is possible. What is it that they want so much? What's a secret yearning that they have, right? So a wedding dress, a woman who wants to buy a dress, what is the secret yearning that she may not say? I think the secret yearning might be something like, I want to feel like a princess. I want to feel like a princess at least one time in my life, right? I want to hear the angels sing. I want pixie dust in my eyes. I want unicorns and rainbows. I want to feel like I'm being carried by a magic carpet. That's kind of the secret yearning of a woman who's actually shopping for a wedding dress, right? There's a flow of emotions. She's in love. She's about to get married to the man of her dreams, and this is the day she's been waiting for, thinking about most of her life. And even though she's very down to earth and she understands, we're going to do this, there's kind of a secret yearning, right? That this could be magical, that a white chariot could come with white horses and just to pick her up, and her husband swipes her up off her feet. And you understand, I think deep down inside, there's a little girl who still dreams about the Prince Charming, right? So I think that could be one of the yearnings. So make sure that you understand that. Step 4, what is the solution that you can bring to the market? Now that you understand who the demographic is, now that you understand their potential pain, now that you understand what they're secretly yearning for, what are you going to bring to your market? What's the solution? You see, coming up with the solution is not step 1, it's step 4. Coming up with your offering for your product, for your service, is not step 1, it's step 4. And that's a very common mistake that a lot of business owners actually make. They first come up with the product, and then they say, who am I going to sell it to? Why are they going to buy it from me? That's a mistake. First, understand who's going to be the demographic, what's their pain, what do they seek or hope for more than anything else, and then design a solution. Okay? You'll see that now that solution is going to be a lot easier to sell. And then step 5 is, how are we going to sell it to them? What process? What funnel? How am I going to make sure that they actually get to see or experience my wedding dress? What am I going to do? How am I going to expose my products or my services to my demographics? Okay, so it's what's going to be my marketing strategy? What's going to be my sales strategy? Okay, that's step 5. So, if you're looking to actually explode your business in 2020, during or after this coronavirus, these are the 5 steps to actually attract more customers and completely explode your business. Guys, this is Coach Marco Robert. I love to do this. Every week I bring you brand new videos like this. So if you enjoyed this one, please click the like button and click the subscribe button. I'm going to keep on creating new content. Also, make sure that you leave some notes and comments below. I read all the comments, and I actually use your comments to create new videos and new trainings. By the way, guys, this is the same information that I actually bring to my clients all over the world. People who actually pay me tens of thousands of dollars to interact with me. And this is the same information that I have used for the last 20 years to create over $1.2 billion of brand new wealth in businesses around the globe, right? So you enjoy this. And by the way, there's probably going to be another video popping up right here. So make sure that if you like this one, let's watch the next video and let's continue to have fun and let's continue to build your business in 2020. Coach Marco Robert. I'll see you guys later. Guys, this is Coach Marco Robert. Remember, if you keep on doing what you've always done, you're going to keep on getting what you've always gotten. Click on the next videos and continue your education.